Hey y'all! What's up, y'all? Listen, what's today? Is today Monday?
Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. See, you're an entrepreneur. Sometimes you forget what days it is, right? I'm Lavera Coleman of Coleman Financial Credit Repair, and I actually have some really important people today that are here with me. And I'm gonna turn the camera around in just a second. Now, are you looking to purchase a car very, very soon? We want to just have a conversation. This is not we're always into to teach you and dropping some nuggets, but this is simply a conversation because it is tax time. A lot of people are anticipating purchasing cars. So you need to know, how does that purchase actually affect your credit score? Hey y'all, what's up, Barry? Hey Michael, what's going on? Hey Courtney. So today we're going to talk about just the car buying process. How does it go? How does it affect the average client? And I'm going to turn the camera around because my staff is actually going to introduce who they are. So if you have called in, if you have been into our office, you kind of have met some of our people, but you'll get a chance to get their introductions, and we'll just have a conversation. So I'm going to turn this around right now.
Hey, hello. How are you? Hi, everybody. I'm Belinda Baker, and I am the receptionist here at Coleman Financials, and I am the first person that you'll see when you walk through that door. And I'll be here to make you as comfortable and as warm as I can.
Yeah.
While you wait, fill out your paperwork and wait to see your credit expert, I'll be here to make sure that you're comfortable.
We love Miss Belinda. I'm telling you, she is amazing. I mean, when she interviewed, I just knew that she was the person for the job. So just thank you for being great, Miss Belinda, because again, she is the very first face that you walk in and see. She's always smiling, and when she's always happy. So when she came in one day and wasn't happy, I knew that something must have been wrong, because she is always filled with joy. And so we're gonna move on to Miss Timon. You gonna tell them who you are?
I'm Timon, your favorite credit expert. So all those credit challenges you may be having, if you want a little bit of knowledge, come see me.
Yeah.
She's the girl.
Yes.
So she's the person, if you've ever called in, if you've ever inquired about credit repair with Coleman Financials, she is bad on the phone, y'all. So she is usually calling y'all to just make sure that you're still interested in credit repair. So she's awesome as well. I knew exactly when she was in the interview, the way she talked and the swag that she brought. I already knew that she was going to be awesome for Coleman Financials.
I am Chandra Glassby, Miss Sean. I am the office manager and a credit repair specialist.
Okay.
Looking to get your credit fixed? Give me a call, Miss Sean.
Miss Sean. Listen, Miss Sean, I'm telling you, she is absolutely amazing. I've known her for years, so I did not just meet her. And I tell you, she always brings a great deal of energy, a great deal of love, and a great deal of accountability. She gets your girl all the way together when it comes down to breakfast. She be on me, y'all. She like, hey, you need to get you some breakfast in you. So, with being an entrepreneur, sometimes you forget about just eating sometimes because you be in the mode. But I'm telling you, she is awesome at what she does. She brings a great deal of marketing. So she does a lot of our marketing, and so she's really good at it as well. So thank you so much, Ms. Sean, for just bringing what you have to our team. And man, we're looking forward to this year. 2020 is the year of building, of elevation, it's going to be awesome. So if you are just now joining, I am Lavera Coleman. I am the CEO, or one of the CEOs of Coleman Financial's Credit Repair. Listen, I love what we love, helping people, and that's the reason what we're doing today. We always find creative ways on how we're going to deliver a message. And so today we're going to talk about cars. Like, what type of issues do you usually run into when you're buying a car? How does it affect your credit score? What things you don't even think about? Because there's some things that people don't even think about, y'all, when they're buying a car. So we're gonna kind of throw some things out just so that we can kind of get this thing going.
Yes.
And now I'll tell you, we're not gonna be able to respond to the live because we don't have a way. But this is not gonna be long at all. Our goal is just to hit on some of the things that people experience all the time, and to give our perspective from the professionals to let you know what things you can do. So y'all, tell me this, like, what type of things do people normally run into when it comes down to, buying a car?
Well, one thing that I know, it's the difference between a car dealership and a car lot.
Yeah.
As far as your credit, know that car dealerships,
Okay.
they report to all 3 credit bureaus.
Yeah.
Car lots don't, because they have to pay to report. So buying from a car lot does not help your credit score.
Yeah. Okay, so what she's touching on, y'all, is how you go to ABC car lot that just, hey, we're gonna tote the note. No credit needed, one of those type of places. A lot of times the actual the car dealership, they actually have to pay the credit bureaus to report your information. Now ABC car lot, usually they don't have the funds to actually go and report those things. So that's the reason why, if you've ever pulled your credit report and you've only seen your car note reporting on one credit bureau, which would have been either Experian or Equifax or TransUnion, whichever one, it may not be just one. But the main goal is to get one that reports all 3, because if you have a car is a huge investment. You should be able to report. They should be able to report on all 3 credit bureaus. And when they're not helping you build all 3 of your credit scores at the same time. So, number 1, don't be buying from a car lot. Make sure that they report to all 3 credit bureaus, because it's important, y'all.
Yes, it is very important.
Yeah. So have y'all seen it where people come in and they just, do people normally just go into a car lot when they want to buy a car? What do? They just walk in. Like, what are the key things? Tamar, when you were working in the car dealership, and Tamar actually has a background in this, so she's gonna shed light from her perspective. Like, what are some of the things that you found when people were just kind of walking in, as far as like when they're ready?
So when they're ready, when you are ready, you tend to prepare yourself. So a lot of times we don't prepare ourselves, and we just walk in the car like, hey, I want a car.
Yeah.
No, you actually need to plan it out, because once they pull that your credit profile, then that inquiry is gonna hit. So you need to plan it out. Like, if you're looking for a car, definitely do it within that 30 days, because once it's done within the 30 days, it's gonna pull as just one huge inquiry on your credit report. So just plan it out. Always know, like, hey, if you're going to get a car, think about what you want. Always know, kind of gauge what you know you want before you go in, because when you go in blind, you're gonna leave with something you probably definitely over-invested in.
Right.
So definitely take your time, actually plan it out, know what you want, and always have a time frame of where, when you're gonna buy a car, because when you go outside that time frame, then you're dealing with multiple inquiries on your credit profile, you know what I'm saying?
Man, that's a good one. Listen, y'all, she's talking about, like, when you go into a car dealership and you just walk in and you're like, hey, I want to purchase a car. But they're constantly running your credit. They're like, hey, we're trying to find the best deal for you, and I teach my clients, like, listen, you want to walk in with a pre-approval, because a pre-approval is going to make sure that they only run your credit one time. If you ever went into a car lot and you walked out with 60 plus inquiries, man, that's an issue for real. Like, and you never know how many times they ran your credit. All you know is like, oh, I got approved, but it's like when the aftermath from it is absolutely terrible. So plan.
Please plan.
As long as you apply within a 30-day time span, it counts as one big inquiry. So that's what Tamara just touched on. So if you apply today, wait 2 weeks, apply, that's a problem. So you want to make sure that you plan that thing out, where if you're going to run it, or if you're car shopping, because they know you're car shopping, it's all within a 30-day time span. Absolutely. So let me look at my notes to just make sure that we are hitting, let's see, what else? Walk into a dealership without pre-approvals. So how does it normally, I want to touch on this. Do you have, you want to go ahead, Miss Baker?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, it is a big difference in, going to a dealership, you know, and as Timon mentioned, planning things out and, you know, knowing what you want and being prepared for it versus just, you know, going to say like a mom and pop type, person to buy a car, because that has been my experience. I've never, out of all the cars I've had, I've never gone to a dealership.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it does have its, good perks.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going another word.
Yeah.
From that, you know, because of, you know, of course you wouldn't have a car note, cause I've always paid cash, straight up cash for my cars. But, I mean, that's a good thing, but it may not always be the best, because I remember, I went to one person, that was in the car selling, business. And, you know, I purchased the car from him, and I think I drove that car, maybe about a month. And the motor went out.
Wow.
There was no guarantee, no warranty, or anything like that. So, you know, I was just messed up.
That's a limit. So I mean, it only worked a month?
About a month.
Wow.
About a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
My
I was really
experience,
hurt by that too.
I've bought from both.
Yeah.
I bought in my younger years when I didn't know any better. I bought from toe to nose. I got married. Me and my husband purchased cars, but then when me and my husband broke up, all the cars were in his name.
Yeah.
So when we broke up and I needed a car, I did not run my credit, and I went to a dealership. I had $1,000.
Yeah.
I thought I had something. I went to a dealership and I let them run my credit. And they looked at it and they said, "You have no history of buying a car." And I was like, "Well, I got 4 cars that I've had." They said, "No, none of them have ever been reported to your credit in your name."
Wow.
So I had to pay a decent down payment, but my note is so high and my interest rate is so high.
Wow.
Number one, because of my credit score, and number two, I had no history of me paying a car note on my credit. So that's very, very important. When you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so glad to be here at Coleman, because I'm working on my credit. I am working on my credit.
Listen, we can't be about that credit and we ain't fixing our own people
Yes.
getting our folks straight, because that's what it's all about for real. Like, and what she just said, y'all, is the car note was high. High. I mean, I think the highest car note I've seen, what's the highest you've seen?
I've seen someone pay a car note of $750 for a car.
Wow.
Yes, yes, I've seen them. Yeah.
Too much, y'all.
Yeah.
Too much. Man, when you have no other choice, you gotta do what you gotta do. But we want to help you get in a better place so you don't have to pay those outrageous prices, so you don't have to pay that high interest, and so that you can get the car that you want, not what they just give you.
Right. So what advice do we have? If someone is out there and they are looking to purchase a car, you know, it's tax time. Some of us, we actually buy a car every tax season, y'all. And at the end of that tax season, we're looking to buy another car. But we own no cars. The car either broke down, it got repossessed, something happened. So what is our advice, like, as far as what things can we give them?
I would say my advice is to get that credit report right, get that credit score right, so that you can get that reliable car that you need.
Right.
That's it. So
Work on your credit.
you gotta work on your credit, y'all, because, and I'll tell you the process how it normally is. Normally you walk into the credit, you walk into the dealership with a pre-approval. In order for you to get a pre-approval, your credit score gotta be right. So that's where it begins. So in order for you to even get a pre-approval means you got a piece of paper that says, hey, this is the amount that you approve for, and go pick for whatever you want. Usually the interest rate is already listed, so you know exactly going in what your interest rate is. You also know the amount, so you're able to you just have more buying power. not going in there and you like, oh hey, I want to get a car. And then, so number one, get you a pre-approval, meaning you can choose whatever you want, but your credit score got to be right. Number two, I would say check your credit report. You should be checking your credit report each and every, I wouldn't even say every month. I know I check mine every month because I just check mine every month. You should check yours every month, but I'm gonna say make sure you just checking your credit score.
Now I do.
And you are using a reliable credit monitoring. So a lot of us like to use Credit Karma. Credit Karma is not accurate. Just the FYI, they actually buy and sell our information. Did you know that?
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Like they actually buy and sell our information. So if you've ever been on Credit Karma and they suggested something to you and you went and applied for it, or go and apply for XYZ and you were denied, guess what? They got paid. So I just want to shed light on that. A lot of us love to use free, but you need to be using a paid credit monitoring. Now we use Identity IQ, which if you inbox me, I can provide you with the link where you can get a discount for doing so. But yeah, be using something that's very reliable. So when you walk into the car dealership, you know what your credit scores are, and you're not, you're not blindsided by anything. Okay. Also, if you are applying, make sure you apply within a 30-day time span, not waiting 2 weeks here, 3 weeks here, and then all of a sudden they apply different. The greatest thing I'm gonna tell y'all is an authorized user. So if you have an auntie, a grandma, a cousin, or somebody who has good credit, you can simply call them up and ask them, hey mama, or hey auntie, is it okay that you add me on as an authorized user? Now, as an authorized user, no, you will not have access to their information, meaning they won't give you a credit card and all of that. Really, honestly, all you need is your name on there. That's you're going to be able to inherit mama, sister, cousin, auntie, whoever's great credit history on that particular account. So that's the benefit. That's the authorized user method allows you to speed things up. Whereas if you haven't already started building your credit or your primary accounts, that's another thing. Get your own accounts, y'all. You can't be piggybacking. All of your accounts on your credit should not be an authorized user account. Get you some primary accounts because they do sometimes re-age this stuff.
Yes.
I mean, not re-age. They what we call rescore these things, which means that they're taking all of those authorized user accounts out and they're looking to see how many primary accounts you have. So make sure you get some primary accounts. If you're in our program, we live by this. We are making sure that our clients are getting set up and getting prepared for your credit score to be a healthy one.
Yes.
So we're gonna end this live. Y'all, and hopefully we got some questions because we'll be able to see it then. We'll be able to answer your questions. But again, we are ending this thing. Hopefully this was helpful to someone. And we're gonna see y'all next time.